They locked us up and gave us time. They took away our freedom. They labeled us criminals, but we survived, came back home, and now we're still in the record that they tried to bury us with. You know what I'm talking about? But this ain't just paperwork. You gotta know, it's not just paperwork. The pen is mightier than a sword. This is all about healing, about redemption, about showing your family you're not just a statistic and everybody else that just wrote you off. You know what I'm talking about? You're the beginning of a legacy. Go ahead and live your truth, my baby. So what up, though, and welcome to our new series. If you have been facing, you can't get a job, or you can't vote, or they took away your Second Amendment rights, this video is basically for you. This new series that I'm created is Clean Slate. Clean Slate, the Expungement Journey. This is a 10-part series, 10-episode series, right? Where we're going to break down the process, give you resources, and help you on your expungement journey. Why is this important? Because I believe, there's people like me that deserve a second opportunity, right? Second chance. And this is why I created the video / series. I'm going to break down in this video what you can expect from our series. And also, this is going to be the first video for this particular series, which is going to be held on Nemt University. But in the future, once you go to subscribe to our new channel, it's all in black and white, which goes over, law, things that help you, in law to overstand information about law. Also, commerce, learning how to, set up businesses and things like that, how to get loans, grants, things of that nature. I want you to go subscribe to that channel and go support that information, because the rest of these videos, this 10-part series, will be held over there, just so you know. But what you can expect from this particular series is understanding what expungement, what you can expect, what this expungement process is, what it is expungement. Okay, expungement, if I can give it to you in like a quick definition, right? Expungement is basically, say for instance, you have something, holding you back, such as fleeing and eluding, 3rd degree. In Michigan, that's a felony. Well, that particular offense carries anywhere from 3 years to 10 years in Michigan. So that particular felony, if you go through the expungement process and it's granted, you are granted the expungement, the clean slate, the seal of your record, then guess what? That particular chapter is closed. It's wiped out. Nobody can pick it up. When you Google your name, none of that thing shows pertaining to you. That's why it's important. That's why the series is brought, bringing it to light to YouTube, so you can have a better overstanding of how to go through the process, understand what the process is, and how to get your paperwork together. I know you want your Second Amendment rights back. I know you want to be able to get business loans. You maybe even want to go to college. I'm talking about whatever you want to do to better your situation. I'm for it. I'm talking about. I've been there. So that's the first thing. It's not just about erasing a charge off your record, right? It's about reclaiming your name, restoring your rights, giving you that boost that nobody else, will give you that opportunity, to be a part of, everyday society. Because believe it or not, you are part of that 13th Amendment slave that they were talking about. The hidden slave that they had. As long as you have a felony on your record, you are actually considered a non-human. You know what I'm talking about? They don't consider us humans at all. So with that being said, start reclaiming your rights. Start overstanding information when it comes to law. First thing. The series will cover expungement, to job accessing, housing, family court, entrepreneurship. Like I said, anything that gets you back to basically ground zero. So right now you're behind the 8 ball. So with this series, we want to bring some insight to you to give you an understanding of how, to go through this whole process. Now, believe me, this process is not easy. I'm talking about. you're going to have patience. Now, if you were able to sit down for 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, you know what I'm talking about? If you can do football numbers right now, you most definitely can wait on this paperwork, you know what I'm saying, from these people. You know what I'm talking about? So having patience is a virtue in this particular game. I'm gonna call it a game because you gotta know how to play the game in order to win. I'm gonna give you real stories, some documents, and transformation. You know, when it boils down to, at the end of the day, you want to become a better version of who you are than who you were back in the days. You know what I'm saying? So your kids, your wife or significant other, even just your family, you know what I'm saying? Your mother, your father, your aunties, grandmothers, you know what I'm saying? That they can get, you know what I'm saying, the new version of who you are, not the person who you were, you know what I'm saying, years ago. Next, who is this for? This is for, I'm gonna be specific. This is for all my black people, all my brown people, you know what I'm talking about, the disadvantaged people. This is who I'm basically honing in on right now, because that's who I was locked down with, you know what I'm saying, when I was down that way, you know what I'm talking about. So I want to give them an opportunity, you know what I'm saying, to get out here and to understand this information so you can apply it when you get out and give yourself that opportunity, just like everybody else. Also, folks who know they're more than, you know what I'm saying, they rap sheet, you know what I'm saying. You may have got this caught up in a situation, and you know you got jammed up, and say for instance, just like me, first time I ever went to prison was great bodily harm, less than murder, or somebody to put their hands on my mother. Now, if you was in my shoes, I'm pretty sure you would have did the same thing. I protect mine at all costs. So the person that, you know what I'm saying, decided he was crazy enough to put his hands on my mama, me and my little bro, you know what I'm talking about, rest in peace, Buddha. We got down and took care of that business. I'm not condoning it, but I am condoning it because, you know what I'm saying, my mother's all I had. You know what I'm talking about, at that particular time. And just and it also returning citizens who want their real life gain, not just to motivate you, just let you know that we have opportunities out here, and you know, everything's out here for you to get legally. You know what I'm talking about? Next, why should you watch every episode? It's because the step process, there's a process to, you know what I'm saying, going through this expungement. So you're going to want to watch every episode to get the game, get the information, get the worksheets, the workbooks, all of that, templates to help you, guide you on this journey. Now, I took a lot of time and effort to put into these videos as far as, you know what I'm saying, walking you through the process. So there's no cheat code to going about, you know what I'm saying, this expungement process. So if you want this information, please head over to our, I'm gonna put it up here somewhere on the screen. It's all in black and white. That's the name of the channel. So ITS IN all ALL in black and white. You get the point. I'm gonna put it on the screen. So we're gonna walk you down through the process, you know what I'm saying, step by step on each episode, so you can get the full understanding, because we can't compact everything in one video. I tried to, and I appreciate you all supporting that particular video, because the video is doing real well. You got a lot of questions, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, we are helping a lot more people. But to give you a full breakdown, go over there to that channel, and like I said, follow that, and you'll get the full 10 episode series for this Clean Slate, the Expungement Journey. Now, what's at stake, if you want to think about it? Some of you can't vote. Now, me personally, you know what I'm saying, that's why you should head over to that channel, because we're going to go over the politics of voting. You know what I'm saying? If you've been behind the wall, you probably already know that, you know what I'm saying, that voting thing is all a scam. It's all a sham. But I'll leave that to, you know what I'm saying, another day and another time. Some of the things that you can't do, you can't get housing, You know what I'm saying? Like when I first came home, I'm gonna give you a quick story. When I first came home, me and my wife, we had bought a modular home, right? Basically, we had bought a trailer. Okay? And all those type of communities, they don't let felons inside of the community. So for the first like 6-8 months, I couldn't live in the home. I had to stay with my pops, you know what I'm talking about, in the meantime, because they wouldn't allow me in the park. I can come visit, but I couldn't physically stay at the park. That was another thing, you know what I'm talking about, that deterred me. Because, you know what I'm saying, how are you going to keep a man away from his family? That sounds crazy to me. And if you know the type of person I am, moving on. And then you just want to have a peace of mind, you know what I'm talking about? That's basically what's at stake. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be riding around, you know, and you got something with you or whatever the case may be. You don't have the proper documents to say, hey, look, hey, we got this, or you good. That's another thing. You want to have that peace of mind that, hey, look, when somebody look me up, you know what I'm saying, there's not going to be no red flags when you run my name. Next is going to be the visual journey ahead, right? Okay, so you gotta get, you getting used to the courtroom, but now we going to fight a battle. So we're not fighting a battle for our life, we're fighting a battle for our life moving forward. It's not to keep us out of prison, it's to keep us, you know what I'm saying, keep us at ground zero with everybody else. You want to get everything sealed so nobody can say anything about you or deny you for anything besides the reckless shit. You know what I'm talking about? And last but not least, we're going to give you tools, not just tears, not just sob stories. We're going to give you the tools to allow you to push ahead on this journey, this expungement journey. I'm going to walk you through it step by step in this 10-episode series, okay? You'll get PDF downloads, you're going to get checklists, you're going to get removal templates, grant kits, you know what I'm saying, all of that. So I advise you to head over to It's All in Black and White so you can get that information. But the first episode, like I said, I just want to give you an introduction to what I'm going to do moving forward for all my comrades that have made it behind that wall and then back home, and they want that opportunity to get that clean slate. Because this is a process. So I'll see you on the next one. I appreciate you tuning in. Peace, love, light. Don't do what you can do today, tomorrow. I'm gonna continue to leave y'all with that saying. Don't do what you can do today, tomorrow. Which means, by nature, we are like natural procrastinators. So when I drop this information, I advise you strongly, don't sit on the information. Take action immediately. So don't do what you can do today, tomorrow. Meaning do the shit today. If I drop a video today, start doing your homework and getting on that journey to expungement. You know what I'm talking about? I'll see you on the next one. Salute.